I have been tolerating everything since many decades, yeah? And because of tolerance, I have almost died many times. I have been sick, gravely ill many times, and have been blackened my name many times, and also obstructed to give you a better teaching, a smoother, more inspired, and deeper teaching, yeah, because of tolerance. So I think from now on, I have been, since we have this ashram, I have been practicing less tolerance for the sake of everyone else who are sincere, who truly take their time and have courage to come, to leave behind everything, either to work for the world or to come here to better themselves. And in our group, we have 60, I don't know, I don't have my diary here, I wrote it down. Okay, 60+% are good, truly, sincerely want to go home and to practice goodness and to hear the truth and try to implement the truth in their lives. 60-some%. I'm very, very lucky and very grateful indeed, okay? And the other 30+% are not so, okay? Either they just joined for fun, or just have nothing else to do, or just shop around, or just come in to make trouble, or just to like to be with the crowd. Also, maybe just to profit from like good energy, but not doing anything to contribute to it. On the contrary, damaging it somehow, okay? So for the sake of the majority, I was, since a few months, and from now on, also, I will screen out as much as I can to protect the majority of people who are really worthy, yeah, of heaven's grace and blessing, and my time. I consider my time very, very precious. Every minute when I remember my age, I feel my time is running so fast and so precious that I can't afford to waste it just to entertain some anybody, some, busybody or boring body or bored body or obstructive body, understand? In order to protect you and my time and my practice and my work, my inside work, okay? For these people, I do not reject them outright. Just they should practice at home or in some smaller centers where they don't affect too much the outcome of your practice. And my sincere dedication to offer you what I know. So anyway, they have got initiation. They're free to do what they want to do with it, but they're not free to come in a big assembly and making trouble, yeah, and ruin our atmosphere and damage your practice result. You agree with that? Yes. Okay. So, do not keep telling me that this sister is good, and that brother is the best, and he's working diligently, and he's always go to group meditation. That means nothing to me if the inside has not changed for the better or not sincere. Outside is difficult to judge whether or not a person is good or not. Truly like that. Even I was fooled many times because I also looking outside. And only until maybe I talk to that person or something happened that I have to check it out, then I know it's only outwardly look good, seems good, but the inside is still nowhere. Number one, because not sincere, join in maybe because of a beautiful girl or a handsome boy, or just have nothing better to do, or just like to be in the crowd. You know, some people like to be in the crowd and make themselves more famous for doing something and looking good, so it look like good, you know, for some other purposes, but not sincerely here for a real thing. And they are also, just like all the masters when they came to our planet, they give generously initiation, and offer it to the public at large without discriminating who is what, and who did what, and just giving everyone a chance to know this method and then to be able to practice. But not everyone took it seriously. The same with Sakyamuni Buddha, even his cousin always tried to harm him. Did nothing good. Always jealous with the Buddha because the Buddha has many admirers, many followers, and many disciples who worship him and who practice with him with all 100% faith, over 100% faith and vigor. And he looked like nobody followed him, maybe only his servants. Maybe nobody loved him, maybe his mother does. Or if he has a girlfriend, perhaps. We never heard that he has any family or romantic relationship. Maybe that's why he's cranky. Nobody loved him. The best place to put him is somewhere, so he will not harm anybody. Least of all harming the Buddha, you know, the saintly master who has nothing in his heart except to uplift the faithful, the worthy, and the good people, and help other beings as well. Because life after life, we will have enemies. The master also, no exception. Yes. So you see, like Devadatta, he followed the Buddha life after life like a shadow. He never ever leave the master alone. Never. Even after he became Buddha already, officially, the whole world knows, and he still continue making trouble. Similarly, I also have enemies. There are two kinds of people in our group. I'm not talking about you. Of course, you also have enemies and friends, and you know that, In the Feng Shui school, they teach you to recognize enemies, like anyone next to you always make you angry, for sometimes for reason or for no reason. They call them evil person. And they advise you to avoid them, if you can. But if they are your family members, then good luck. There were three kinds of people who will be around you. Four kinds. The first one, luckily, if you have friends, okay? Friends doesn't mean the social cycle that you are in only. It could be your family members. Four types of people, four types of beings, It could be also people. It could be also invisible beings. It could be also animals, pets, Okay, so now I classify it all in four types of beings, okay? Because we are all beings. Human beings, animal beings, ghost beings, whatever beings, okay, Now, four types. What is four types? The first type is very lucky for us if we have. They call friends. It could be your family members, your son, your husband, your wife, your sister, your brother, your cousin, okay? Devadatta is not classified as friend, even though he is a family, so-called clan member of the Buddha, Okay? So friend is good for you. You will notice that they are very helpful to you, very coordinate with you. You're with them smooth sailing. Of course, they are not perfect, yeah? Don't look at only their mistakes or their faults. You have to look at the big picture, okay? Because you might be very easily mistaken with their personality. You have to watch more closely what they do for you, how you feel when you're with them, how they tell you the truth for your own good, but not arguing over petty things. How every time you're in trouble and they are around, the trouble seems to be solved or lessened, okay? And of course, enemy is the opposite. But it's very difficult to discern the enemies. But there are some tricks I can tell you afterward. We talk about friends first, yeah? And friends sometimes also very protective of you. If someone else harm you, or slander you, or talking bad about you, or doing bad things to you, they're always on your side. Okay, enemy, of course, is the opposite. Yes, not only they don't sympathize your trouble, they talk to you like you are the guilty one. Make you feel even worse, like it's all your fault. Even if it's your fault, there's always take two to tango. That's what people say. Friends, they are always there when you're in trouble. Yes. And their energy will always lend you some help, even though you don't know it. And they also don't know about it. But you just feel comforted when you're around them. Yeah? And you too seem to get on well in many subjects. Not all subjects, not all things. Of course, nothing is perfect in this world. Even in architecture, when they build a house, they deliberately make something wrong in some corner of your house. Not dangerously wrong, it's just something not perfect, so that the house will be safe and stay long. Yeah, I guess to make it less perfect, yeah? So that the house will stay longer safe and make people happy inside. That's what they believe. But of course, the house alone, the feng shui alone, is not 100% safety proof or happy proof for you. You must have also the worth to live in there, and to live a perfect and a good human life according to your merits and your goodness in your heart. Some people, even if they live in a bad house, but they are so pure, so good, so everything, even bad, become good. Actually, in our group, we should also experience that. I talk about 4 beings, right? We only one yet. Only first one, right? Yeah. You better stay until next week. Because, yeah. Okay, never mind. So we talk about friends. Of course, friends include bodhisattvas and Buddhas and saintly beings. Good friend, huh? San Tzu Su, huh? Good, intelligent, wise friends, okay? If you have friends by your side, it's good for you. But mind you, friends doesn't always mean they always agree with you, even though it's right, okay? If something they have not known before, maybe they don't take. But that doesn't mean they are enemies, okay? Now, let's go friend. Now, the second type, maybe friend has more than just that, no? Friends, sometimes they are not around you. Sometimes they just happen to be with you for a short while, but then they introduce to you some good teaching or name of a master, and it awakens you something. And then you will go and find more of that teaching or that master. These are also friends, yes. And we have also invisible friends, yes, like the angels who protect you. If you're good, more angels protect you. If you're not even an angel around, they cannot do anything, or they just disappear. They're not allowed to help you when you're not worthy. If you keep the 5 precepts alone, clearly, then okay. At least have 5 angels, okay? And you have also not just angels, but protectors. If you're more worthy, you have protectors. Yes. When you retreat, you have more protectors. Yes. When I am in retreat, I have more protectors. But now they use only OU protectors, not the ordinary one. Ordinary one also hang around. But the OU, your school, goddesses, they came. Every time, just 2 days. Every group, 2 days only. It depends on my retreat. If it's less troublesome, then they give me maybe 26. Okay? Normally 26 is around, but 28 or 30 or plus. It depends on how rough the subject of my retreat at that time. Then I have more or less of protectors. The protectors, they know everything. They can tell me many things. Just sometimes I don't have enough time to listen. Too busy. Busy outside things. Yeah. And sometimes I know too late. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. I'm okay. Yeah. Should be okay. Now, there are another group of people. They are neutral, okay? They no harm to you, no good to you. Yeah. Sometimes they could help you a little bit of small things, but they don't harm you in any case, okay? So sometimes you work with them, you feel that less effective. But these people, at least they don't harm you, eh? So we don't have much to talk about these people. They can hang around you or not hang around you, but it's just maybe decoration or just harmless, just to have company or something, but nothing much going on. But nothing bad, okay? Yeah. But of course, if they are around and sometimes you need something, they can also lend a hand, yeah? And slowly, life after life, they do that. They become your friend in the end, sometime in your journey, if you are still here. If you're liberated, then of course not. And these people who help you, we will also help to be uplifted to some degree. Huh? So not much to talk about these neutral people. We call them neutral. And now we talk about enemies. Enemy has two types. Outside your circle, enemy, and inside your circle, enemy. We call secret enemy. Because these enemies you can't suspect. The enemy outside, of course, they do things very obviously against you or bad for you, yeah, or you don't get on well with them, you have often trouble understanding each other or working with each other. They could kaput some of your project, yeah, or your enthusiasm, your ideas and all that. Yeah, that's very obvious, and they not friendly to you. This is easier to deal with. You can escape if you know, if you can, yes. Or if when the time comes, they leave you. Secret enemy is more difficult. They are with you all the time. Either family members or workers together in your company, or your workmates, or your friends, so-called friends. They seem to be with you in a lot of things, harmless things, small things, which doesn't destroy you, which doesn't ruin you. But when it comes to some big thing, boom, then they turn against you very quick, and you have no time to even counteract. They may join your group or your company or your volunteer group even, and just looking like they're very, very, very diligent and very supportive. But no, they do things to harm you. They split the togetherness in your group by some words, some action, and leading people go against you. But no one noticed, slowly, or big, yeah, or quickly. It depends on situation. And they also ruin your reputation, your name, your company, your business, your ideal, your faith. They make you even don't want to practice anymore. These are worst enemies. They could be your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend. Capish? Maybe they follow you in the same faith, look like. But in some way, visibly or invisibly, they slowly wear you out of your faith as well, by their own example, their own action, or their own argument. They make you lose your way. These are the worst enemies. They make you lose your faith. These are the worst enemies. Mostly they are secret enemies because they're with you. You trust them. That is the problem. If they're outsider or they just come and go, then okay, you're here, there, and you forget tomorrow. But if they're with you every day or often, then their influence are not to be overlooked. You must use your wisdom, your intelligence to discriminate between friends and enemies. Otherwise, your life will be in trouble. We have only one life here now that we know. Next life, we don't know. We don't know if we are still human, if we see a master or not, if we can practice or not, or if we have more family members obstructing us, more bad enemies obstructing us, or we will become animals, or some gods, or some fairy in heaven enjoying too much and don't want to practice anything. Some heaven, it's just too low and just give you enjoyment. You have no motivation, no push to go higher. In every group, there are prone to be one enemy like that. Mostly, in most groups, there will be one. And you have to really be vigilant. In our group also, we have. So I have to keep trimming it, okay? For your sake as well. I will not abandon them if they don't do anything bad for others outside in the society. If they still are vegetarian, meditation off and on, okay, fine. But they should not be near you, because they will give bad influence, okay? By their action, by their talk, by their invisible influence, by energy, yeah? Therefore, I'm trimming, okay, huh? Please don't criticize me, okay? It's getting smoother now. I often talk now without any bad interruption recently, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm also glad for you, okay? The enemy, the outspoken one, the one that lives by your neighbor next door, or the one in your company, you know, they talk sour about you or sarcastic about you. All that stuff is not much, okay? You go home, you forget them. Maybe still angry or upset a little bit, but they don't harm you as much as the secret enemy. Because the secret enemy, they can destroy you without you even knowing. And then they make you ill also. And the worst thing is that they make you lose your belief in the right path to follow, right master to believe in. That's the worst thing you could encounter.